What's up, guys? Dave here from AZ. Just doing a quick little review about this Pittsburgh air compressor I bought from Harbor Freight. This is the item number 63184. It's the 12 volt 150 PSI Compact Air Compressor. Only $79. That wasn't that bad. Usually I'm a proponent for spending some money on good equipment. Obviously, you know, manufacturers do spend some time and efforts to make sure that the unit that they're selling is well put together, withstands the environments we're putting it through. Pittsburgh's always been known, or anything from Harbor Freight's always been known to be cheap and maybe will last you a couple of days or a couple times or whatever cycles it's limited to. But I'm going to try this out. I'm doing it on a budget because I'm in IT. And so we don't make a lot of money, or maybe we do. But in any case, I'm going to try to do this on a budget. If it works, great. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to use it, and I'm going to take it off-road this weekend in my 4Runner, so we'll take a look at it. And this is the unit right here. All right, let's see here. So, see a couple things here. Let's go ahead and pull this pump out. Wow. Yeah, this reminds me of my old Air pump that I had way back in the day. So here we have the unit. Seems pretty stout. Let's see here. We got a power switch here. We got the fuse right here. It looks like you need a little screwdriver to take that fuse cap off. It's probably waterproof or maybe water resistant, since this grommet doesn't look like it's waterproof. We got battery terminals, so you have to hook this up to your battery. Got the air filter right here for the inlet. Looks like that screws off if you want to clean it or replace it. Put that back on. We got our connection for a hose. Looks like maybe you might be able to use more than just the hose that came with it. Looks like a standard air compressor fitting. Yeah, it looks okay. It's got a little bit of a diamond plate feel here. It's got the base plate, rubber isolator, so it doesn't rattle around on the floor while you're using it. So just going to do a quick close-up of everything. Here's what it looks like. So, as mentioned, it comes with this little pouch, and in this little pouch, it came with these little air fittings, so you can, use. You can see that's kind of a smaller fitting, more narrow. This one's a kind of a bigger fitting, maybe to fill up a raft or some sort of inflatable. We got an extra fuse. Looks like a 35 amp. And we also have a air fitting for inflatables. So we got the air compressor here. Comes with the bag and the instructions, which I'm probably never going to open. Then we have our connections here to the battery, which looks like they have a pretty considerable amount of cable here, so you can run this thing around probably a long bed, extra cab, or a crew cab, dually truck, and it also has a pretty long hose. So we're going to try this out here in the parking lot, just to see, make sure it works, and then we're going to take it off-roading, and maybe I'll get some footage of that. Alright guys, I have my air compressor hooked up to my battery, ready to go. It works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to air down, get this thing down maybe to 25 PSI. I just want to make sure this works before I take it on the trail, and get you in here so you guys can see that. So normally I actually have a real pressure gauge, but I don't know where it's at. I got to go pick another one up. I do have this extra one here that I'm going to use just to make sure that this pressure gauge is somewhat accurate, because sometimes, our Harbor Freight stuff sometimes just doesn't work right. So we're going to go ahead and get some air out here. All right, I got it down to about 20 PSI. So we'll just check that real quick. 20 PSI. Not sure if you guys could see that there, but you trust me. All right, we're gonna hook this up. And I just got to remind you guys, we're in Arizona. That's probably like, I don't know, 100 degrees right now. So this thing's going to get some heat. Okay, I got this hooked up. It looks like it reads about 20, but I can't tell because it goes from 0 to 25. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's hard to tell. It's not really divided up properly. So that's why I like to use a separate gauge. All right, so if you're recording in Arizona in 100-degree weather in an iPhone, with an iPhone that has an OtterBox in it, in direct sunlight, your phone is going to overheat. And that's what happened to my phone. So I had to let it cool down. So now we're back. But the unit works great. It only took less than a few minutes just to fill the tire up from 20 PSI. About 20 PSI, I think that's where I had it at. And it actually works good. The only thing that I noticed on mine is because I have this recessed valve stem due to this wheel. Sometimes it's a little hard to get in there because of this big gripper that they have on here, but not that bad. Get it off, and it seems to work pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and take this on the trail and get some footage on it, and hopefully you guys can see what that looks like. All right, so we're here over somewhere by Sedona. We're with the 4Runner group. Yeah, there's a lot of 4Runners out here. We're all airing down. So I got my 4Runner aired down, and we're gonna go do some off-roading, and we'll have some fun. All right, so we're here. It's about 10:30, 10:45 at night. We just got back from the trail. I'm about to fill up my tires using the Pittsburg Air Compressor. Let's check this out. Let's go. All right, so here's the air compressor. We're gonna bust it out and put it to its test. Let's see here. It's coming out. So plug this in. Let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in first, so when we connect it, we're not losing air. There we go. So here we are. Tire number 2. The first one took about 2 minutes to fill up. So we're still working it out. All right, so I just got done doing the 2 fronts and the one in the back on the right, and now I'm on the back left doing the last one, and these are getting done in I think just under 2 minutes per tire. Pump's still working, it's doing good. I think this is a keeper for now.